Okay, YouTube up and going. SPY still coming down. Again, I took a loss in Oracle, and it came booked down again, but it's still sitting at the VWAP. APP, I'm watching APP for potential long, but it's so the options are so expensive and the stock's so expensive. And the day so far is just low probability trading environment. Just not much going on here. SPY is drifting down, but green for the day still. SPY dropping down here pretty hard. Oracle coming back again. I actually may go short again on this. SPY coming in. So I'm underwater on the SPY pretty good right now. I'm watching APP for potential, not doing much of anything here. Again, the SPY's rolling over.
Use this on RZLV. We did have that short call out by Fuzzy Panda. Resolve AI rejects Fuzzy Panda's misleading report, exposes self-serving attempt to drive misinformation and profits from short positions.
Oracle's still hanging above the VWAP here. This is by continues to pull down. GLW pulled back a little bit, but starting to bounce a bit now. Very choppy day. Very choppy. By putting a little bit of a hammer here. About 5 minutes to 12. Again, very slow day in the market. Gap up, nice gap up in the SPY, and then nothing. Pretty much, we are drifting back down here right now. Low of the day right down in here, which is in the gap. Gap fill right down here, about 662. Hey, Heaven, good morning. How are you? SPY with a hammer and a little bit of a bounce here. We'll see if it continues. Again, I took a loss on Oracle short. I'm out of it. I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. APP just moving sideways. Again, this is a low probability trading environment. Not a good day for trading yet. Market internals coming in fairly steep right now. Hard to go long anything at the moment. Again, I am in the SPY long with the swing trade to Friday, but right now can't really take too much long. Costco's a pretty decent short setup on the daily chart here. As you can see, very short. SPY, pretty green on the daily, except we're getting some yellow here now after this pullback on the daily. But let's try to bounce. Again, I still like the daily setup on this thing. Market internals, the multi-time frame are bullish. We're just waiting for the current time frame to move into blue. But I still, again, I did take some SPY calls for Friday again. Choppy here. Shai, don't like the market? HODD? Or are you talking about Hood? You're talking about Hood, yeah. Yeah, it's Hood's back down to the right to the 8 actually. Looks like getting close to the VWAP. Are you talking about HOOD, Shai? Hey William, APP printed to almost exactly 750 today. Yeah, there's the price action on the thing is insanity on APP, and the options reflect it. Right down 709, 895 right now, so it dropped about 40 points, almost 35 points from the high. Very crazy price action on it. Oracle just moving sideways again. I'm out of Oracle. I'm in SPY long, holding on to my Friday calls on SPY. And watching app, but this is a tough one to trade. Hood, yeah, I saw Hood. Shai. Nice move today. It does pull back. I got it right on the 8 right now. 8 and 15 is the 15 right there. Very good relative strength here in Hood. Up $10 today already. So 24.50. It's about 750 above the 8, and it has an ATR about 13.92. So it's not a problem as far as trading it is concerned. Market internals are coming in pretty hard here right now, and Hood is bouncing up. So you see the relative strength in Hood here. Oracle just moving sideways. Again, SPY moving sideways. Market internals are coming in hard, way harder than the SPY is right now. Take a look at SanDisk Maxim, SanDisk SNDK. Yeah, nice move up and a very flat move here right now on the 5 minute. I mean, it's a daily chart. Looks really nice in it. SNDK right there. Looks really nice. 5 minute chart, you can see most of your gains are all here this morning, and now it's just moving sideways. It does have nice relative strength toward the market, though. Here's the market internals. See what I'm saying? Market internals coming in really, really hard. SPY is kind of drifting down compared to the market internals. SanDisk with good relative strength. Hood with really good relative strength on Hood. Google also holding up decently with good relative strength. Oracle also got relative strength in the market now, just moving sideways. So again, I'm in the SPY. The SPY pulling down just a bit. Nice look on that SanDisk. Again, it's moving sideways right now. Yeah, it's true, Ramkumar. Tough to find anything to trade right now. It is LPTE today, low probability trading environment, and a lot of the stocks that were really strong have pulled back down below the VWAP, hugging the VWAP. Yep, a lot of them pulled back. Yeah, Hood's got some really good relative strength right now. SPY pulling back some more. Hood holding up beautifully. Not much I'm going to trade here right now. Again, I took Oracle, took a loss on Oracle. I did buy some more SPY calls for Friday. This is a swing trade for SPY, looking for a bounce this week. We'll see. Again, I get in and out of our Oracle for a loss. Took it short and bounced right back up here. Too much strength, and it's got too much strength against the market right now. Market has got it's coming in pretty hard. Market internals are coming in pretty hard. They're just starting to bounce right now. Oracle's holding up pretty well. APPs had been just an absolutely wild ride today. It was up to 750, almost 750 early this morning. Right here, this big spike up. But pretty flat right now. Again, very low probability trading environment. It means we don't really want to be taking many trades, if any, today. At least not yet. Until SPY gives us some indication of some sort of a trend. It has a slight down bearish trend right now, but it's green for the day. So you're fighting against this this gap up this morning. Will it close the gap? Who knows? It's down about 661. Don't know. Just watching now. Sideways at Amploven here. SPY. Market internal starting to bounce fast now. Came down hard, now they're bouncing up really hard. Very, very choppy, low probability trading environment here right now. Really LPTE for sure. KALA is a Momo, by the way, if anybody's interested in Momo stocks. KALA is one this morning. Nice move up here again. Cheap stock. It's only trading at 232 right now. But it's in a big. It's got a huge gap to deal with right here. Obviously, you can see this huge gap, which is crazy amount of price, but huge. That was likely a bad report on it. Now it's trying to recover. This is where you want to see it get above. Right there, around 243. Right now it's trading at 224. We're right in the 8 and just below the 15 here right now. Just a moment type stock. You got to trade it off of price action and technical analysis on it. So just wanted to point that one out. I spotted that one. Market internals moving up very fast now. SPY trying to bounce as well, heading back up toward the VWAP. Again, out of Oracle took a loss on that one. Watching APP for potential long, but it's really not looking very good right now. It doesn't have relative strength to the market. Twitter that several people called out has got a decent relative strength. Not that great at this moment as the market goes up and it just kind of sits there. Google trying to bounce here. Tesla also trying. And SPY trying to move up here. Right, again, I have the SPY calls on for Friday. 664 calls, actually out of the money on those now, but I'm going to hold on to them. And a little bit of a bounce in the SPY here. Again, we took profits on our SPY calls from overnight on Friday. Those worked nicely. Get a $1.40 profit on those. For those SPY calls we took on Friday near the close. Caught a nice gap up this morning. We got a sell order on a core weave to buy it back for 25 cents. It's not even, it's trading about $1.20 right now, so we got a long way to go on that one, but that's a put credit spread. GLW, I haven't put a sell order on a GLW yet. It's closing next week. It's up this morning about 1%. We're in the money on it. Our calls are $78 calls. It's trading at 80.10, so we're at least in the money a bit on them. And then I closed out PGWay. I took a loss on my last third of my positions. I obviously sold 2/3 of them back here for sold some for $8.20 and sold some for $8.80. Then get out this morning at 90 cents as it pulled back hard. VSAT not doing much of anything today, just chopping down a little bit. About down 2%. Still sitting below the 8 and 15. Need to see this thing hold 27.72. 27.72 on VSAT. There's a SPY moving up, pulling back, just chopping around. It's a low probability trading environment, which means don't take any trades or hardly any trades. It's just not worth it unless you're scalping. I mean, you have to be scalping today. You got to get in and get out quickly. Again, I am holding SPY calls for Friday.
On UBS, see a little volume. Commentary on Switzerland and UBS could compromise on capital rules. Come from Reuters.
About 12.20 here. Market not doing anything. You can see we had a nice gap up this morning. We took profits on our SPY overnight calls from Friday. And then the market's just been chopping sideways, drifting down a little bit, but still no direction to it to speak of that you can really sit on. Depend on. Again, I have some SPY calls for Friday that looking for anticipation of a move up, but who knows if it's going to happen. Right now, we don't. Again, I traded Oracle short. It went against me. I get out, and that's it. I closed down PGY. I took my last third of my calls off on that as a pullback. I closed it out. I'm not going to hold on to it. It's too bearish now, and I had already taken off 2/3 of my position at some really good prices. So took a loss on it, but very minimal. SPY still trying to get back up to the VWAP. So far, no go. Let's go pee. Okay, see if we get any questions here. It's really a very, very dull day. SPY pulled up, gapped up, pulled back. Now it's trying to bounce a little bit. We're getting some glue here in the momentum. The market internals were dropping hard earlier. Then they, for about 12 o'clock, they ripped up. Then they ripped down at 12:15, and they ripped up at 12:20, and now they're coming back down again. This is all just chop. Very choppy day. APP right here. Oracle I like short earlier. I took a loss on it and I'm out. Probably a good thing by the looks of that. Profit taking, people are starting to buy into this thing again, it looks like. So again, I'm out of that one. WDC looked pretty good today. Pulled back. A lot of the stocks that moved up nicely this morning pulled back pretty hard. Back below the VWAP. Google's back below the VWAP now. Tesla went up and hit resistance this morning. It's just been chopping since then. APP made a huge run up to about almost 745 or 750 this morning. Now pulled back again, just moving sideways now. I don't see anything here worthwhile. Again, I have my SPY calls for Friday that I put on today after I took the ones from overnight. Got in Friday, get out Monday morning on that gap up. Then I took more SPYs calls expiring Friday to see if we get any kind of a move up in the market. The daily chart on the SPY is definitely bullish. If we look at this SPY chart, and what this has done recently, again, you see this big pull, down here, and then a bounce on Friday, and then another bounce up this morning, right to that resistance level. We've done this quite a few times in the last few months. Here's a big one here, moved up nicely. That's what I'm looking for, is to see if we can get a continuation to the upside to break through the all-time high, because we did it here, we did it here. Market's just been doing this since this all spring. Gap down, big move up here. Every time it gaps down below the 15 or to the 15, it bounces again. Here's another one here, and just continuously doing this. Here's another one here. Here's another one here. So this is what it's been doing. Again, you follow the 8 exponential moving average here. You see as it gets extended from it, it pulls back. Then it bounces up and keeps going again. It gets extended, pulls back, just keeps replaying that. So again, I like it long, and that's why I've got these SPY calls for Friday. We'll see if it works out. Again, this is low probability trading environment. We don't really have anything to now the market internals are bouncing back up again. If you look at the market internals, you can see the action. You can see the action here today. Big move down here, and a bounce. Then chop, chop, chop. Big move down here, and a huge run up right here, and then another. Look at these. This is just doing V's up and down, buying and selling. Just a very, very low probability trading environment. It's very important to try to keep your trading down to a very minimum on a day like this. Take very small positions if you take them, and scalp them. You know, get out for a quick profit, because there's just not much follow through at all right now. So it's low probability trading environment. And low probability means don't take any trades if you can avoid it. Anything you take small size, and to get out quickly. Yeah, QURE is moving nicely. It is extended. It's got a gap fill on QURE. I looked at that one a little bit earlier. It's got a fairly big gap fill in it on QURE. This is it right here, and the gap is from way back a long time ago. But it's got gap fill right up to about it's about I think it's around 63. I have to go back and look at it exactly. 63, 64. But it is extended. Obviously, it's been extended. It's very rare for stock to move up and move up like that. But again, this is biotech at QURE, but it's extended from the 8. The 8's at basically $40, so it's about $19 extended with an ATR of about $6. So It's about over three times extended on the ATS. So I mean, I can't chase something like that. I can intraday. You can intraday trade it off of a 5-minute chart if you want to do that. But you've got to be quick here, and you don't want to. Obviously, if it goes back to the 8, you can kind of take it there, just like right here. You could take it. Gets up here, you got to wait. Goes back to the 8, then you take it right there. That's the way to trade these kind of trades, because you don't want to try to hold this overnight, not with that much of an extension on it. And it's a biotech. I don't know much about it. Ari might. I don't. About 12:36 here. I'm gonna get lunch here in about 10-15 minutes. And stop and get something to eat. There's really not much going on here to even talk about. There's a few good ones. QURE is ripping up pretty nicely. APP still just moving sideways here right now. Harry, you thought you had shared QURE? You probably did. I don't remember. You thought you shared QURE previously, but I don't remember either. It had markedly good results for a treatment of generic disease that had no treatment. Those were released last week. Yeah, there's a big gap in it up there. The rare disease approvals that have no prior therapy usually retain a lot of momentum. Right? Yeah. Thanks for that, Akari. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't remember if you had pointed it out or not. I kind of suspected it did, but I didn't remember. And it had a huge gap up. You can see here on results right there. And still moving up fairly strongly up today. Big huge volume. The volume's dropping off, but that's still a lot of volume there. You don't remember either? No, I don't. There's so many of them, the biotechs that you give us information on. I can't remember them. Sometimes I'll note some of them and take them. I mean, I took profits in that ARQT that you did, an ARWR, I think, both of those, but I didn't make a note on QURE. Nice move on it. but it is very extended. So at this point in time, it's likely to be some profit taking up here. Hood's been a nice one today. It's still moving. Hood's been very, very good relative strength. Very nice move in Hood today. Breaking out. Looks like an all-time high in Hood. ERQT has a pending approval. All right, thank you. For 1013, thank you. Yeah, it's been moving up pretty nicely. I took it off this morning when I got that big pop up off of what I had on the options because it moved up pretty nicely. ARQT. This is the one that Ari had talked about. ARQT. He's still in it, but I had some calls. I took him off here this morning on that gap. Market internals just kind of chopping around here now. I'd like to take some Hood, but I'm going to wait for it to pull back to the 15 at least. Hey, Shai. Took a profit off Hood. Good job. Good job. 15 to the high of the day. Okay. Yeah, nice move in Hood today. I mean, it did pull back to 15. Again, it's the daily chart's not great. It just put in an all-time high, by the way. You think it's getting tired? Yeah, it probably is. It's been moved up pretty high today. It's got a pretty big move of about 9%. It's pretty high. William Apple APP, not Apple. Appleoven CDS for 710, 730, $7. 710, 730. Okay. Half size likely swing with the PA's elevated for sure. The IV is really cranked up, and the premiums on these options are extremely high. So you get in $7 for a $20 spread, which is not bad. That's over 3 to 1, about 3 to 1. Ram Kumar, you had Hood as a PBO from a weekend work. Meant to ask you at the open, completely forgotten. I didn't get in it either, but it's a nice setup. It was a nice setup over the weekend. Nice setup this morning early on. Again, it is, as Ari said, it's getting a little extended now. Not so much on the daily chart as the 5-minute chart's kind of extended. The daily chart's really not extended, but it's gone up almost 9% today. So that's a pretty big run. The SPY coming back down again now. Again, market this is low probability. Market's not going anywhere. All right, see if we get any questions over here. YouTube, hey, good morning, YouTube folks. I'm going to get lunch here in just a little bit, so I'll have to shut this down. Another 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to shut down the YouTube feed, and then I'm going to get some lunch. Again, not much to talk about this morning. The SPY gapped up nicely this morning. We had some overnight calls from Friday that we took profits on. That worked out nicely for us. Right down here, we get into these things for 540 on Friday near the close, and get out for 680 this morning. And so that was about it. I did take the loss on this PGY. I had sold 2/3 of my calls. I had 1/3 left. I just sold them for 90 cents. So I took a loss on the last third and some nice profits on the first 2/3. And that's about it right now. I put a sell order in Core Weave to buy back the put credit spread for 25 cents, but it's a long way away from there right now. I just want to have an order work, and that's it. All right, and I did take Oracle puts, and I took a loss on those this morning. Just a quick scalping type trade, and it bounced up pretty strongly right in here, so I get out. And we've had quite a few mentions of Hood. Hood still looks really good, though it is extended quite a bit today. It's up almost 10%, 9% today. And Core Weave has moved up this morning, but it's been pulling back now. Still slightly red. I mean, still slightly green, but not doing a lot. We need to have a stay above $110 by by the 17th. It's a couple more weeks to go yet on that. ARWR, yeah, that's another one. You mentioned that one before, Ari, which was a really nice setup. ARWR grinding up today about 3%. Nice look on this one. It's actually technically it's regardless of the BDUFA, it's a nice setup here. Compress, move up, compress, move up, compressing again, and trying to move up. You got 36.24, 34.06 to 36.24 is the resistance level. Next resistance level on it. Tesla, right up to that resistance level at 447 today, pulling back from there. right, I'm going to get some lunch. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the YouTube feed. Thanks very much for this morning. Not much to talk about today. The market is really flat. I mean, it gapped up beautifully here this morning, moved sideways for a couple hours, drifted down for another 45 minutes to an hour. Now it's just chopping sideways. Again, it's an LPTE, low probability trading environment. Not a good day to be taking trades. Only thing I put on today was I put on the SPY calls for Friday. I had taken them off from this morning on the gap up. We had them from Friday afternoon. Took profits on that. Then I bought some more to hold till this Friday. And it's pulled a gun against me, but again, I'm still holding them. And I did take Oracle short today, and I took a loss on that. That was about it. We did close out the again the SPY calls from over the weekend. I put a sell order on a core weave to buy back the credit spread for 25 cents. A long way from that. I just want to have something working. I took PGY. I took my last 1/3 position off. I had sold 2/3 of it and nice profits, and we had to take a loss in the last batch as it pulled back pretty hard. That's about it right now. And I'm going to get some lunch. So listen, thanks YouTube for being here. I appreciate it. We're back again Tuesday, about 11:30. So you have a good evening, good afternoon, good evening.